Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. I'm glad you're here. So, we are going to do some more work on another page in our tiny journal. So, it is getting very thick. We're getting down to close to being toward the end of this wonderful little friend. So, here we are. Let's get started. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Probably there might be good for today, I think. Okay. So, ooh, bashed my knee. Getting used to my space yet. Getting more stuff done. Working through things. Got a few little bits and bobs around here just in case. So first thing I'm going to do, because I kind of have a little bit of an idea. Not sure how it's going to go. We'll see. So I'm going to use a little bit of ripe persimmon. And we're just going to lay down, break up some color a little bit, or the white space, so it's not so white anymore here and there. So that, and then I'm thinking I might try a little bit. I have this other orange. This is Orange Blossom. It's a blendable dye ink, so it might work a little bit different. And I have a fresh dauber for this guy, so we'll see how it goes. This was part of my Christmas present that I got from my bestie a while ago. I haven't really gotten to use it too much. So it's very similar in color to the ripe persimmon. But I don't know. Let's maybe do a little of this. Yeah. Not sure where we're going with this yet. I'm going to try it, show you guys a different kind of fun technique and see where it goes. All right, I like that. That's fun. So we're going to set that off to the side. Now, next, I'm going to do a string pull. I don't know if, so I have some ink. This is Aqua Ink Graphics watercolor ink. And this is what you do. I don't know if anybody has done this before. So you have a string or something. I just have some, what is this? Just embroidery floss I grabbed out of my little container of leftovers. And I'm just gonna stick this in here. I might need a tweezers. I am sure I'm gonna make myself messy because that's usually what happens. At least it's watercolor. So I want this to soak into this. Get that in there really inky. A little bit more maybe. That might be plenty. I should have grabbed, and do I? Yes. Yes, I do have a rag or something. At least get some of this off a little bit here. And here, so we don't get it all over. Now, we're gonna pull this out of that. And, oh yeah, I guess I did have a lot. I did get it very, very inky, but that's fine. All right, I'm gonna let some of it kind of dip off a little bit. Now, let's move this off to the side so I don't spill it. And then we take our journal, dot sticking out there. And now I'm just gonna put this on one side and we're gonna see what happens. I don't know if I had that in the right order to do what I wanted to do. Now, we close it. And you can do this with just a flat piece of paper or something too. So you close this really tightly, hold it firmly, and then you pull it out. And I hope I didn't make a knot. This should be pulling easier. So maybe I overlapped it too much, but we'll see. I think I did. I think I made it into a knot. I think I tied a knot in it, or I'm holding it too tight. There we go. And I'm just gonna have to resign to the fact that my hands are gonna get inky. Okay, so that's out. And now we open. Oh, that did not go as planned. Too much ink. Too much ink. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Let's blot it. Do I have some scraps? I should have grabbed some scraps. Oh, I wonder if it's soaked in. Okay, well, at least we kind of had a purple situation happening there. That was far too much ink. Far too much. Let's blot this a little. Blot this on here. Okay, so we'll have to, oh no, now I'm getting ink on the cover. Oh well. That was a lot of ink. I probably didn't need to do that much, but that's okay. Now we know, and we learned, and we did a thing. What else do I have to soak up some of this stuff? You know what? Let's do it. Just one of these. I'll get some of this off my fingies. Didn't go as planned, friends, but that's okay. What do? You just keep on keeping on. I'm just gonna blot some of this off a little bit. Boy, that was too much for that. We'll have to revisit that on another day, but this is what we have today. So, okay, it didn't really soak through that page. So that's nice. At least we didn't ruin our other page. But if we did, I guess it wouldn't be ruined. It would be just different. So now what are we going to do with this friend? This was not the plan that I had going into this, and that is fine. I wonder if there's enough ink on it that we could do another page. Let's try it and see. Let's try it and see. Because I think it was just way too much ink on there. So really, what should happen is you should get like an interesting and kind of cool design. So let's just kind of do that and see. And it was far too inky. Maybe I won't push it so hard. Okay, let's see how that turned out. See if it was, yes. Okay, that's what it should have looked like. That should have been closer to what it looked like. So that had far too much ink on it. I should have like blotted it off some. So now we know. Now we know. Like I said, I haven't done this for a while. So I'm just going to stick this friend in here. And that'll be a page we can work on another time. Or we let this dry and we do that page. I don't know. Maybe we're doing 2 pages today. That was not the intended goal, but here we are. So we made 2 backgrounds. And what are we going to do with this? You can kind of see the outline. This is very wet. This is going to need to dry for sure. Let's move you out of the way before we have more of an incident. And close this before it spills. So now we have a very purple background, and that is far different than I had intended. So let's see if any of the little things I pulled from here will work for a very purple background. Maybe this fun little basket of purple things. Let's just do it. I'm going to just tear this friend and make, I don't know, we're just going to lean into the purple and go from there, I guess. Sometimes when we don't intend a thing, it just happens. So that's totally fine. So let's go ahead. Let's ink this with some orange. We'll do the orange blossom and see how it goes. Love it. It's a little straight there. Okay. So we're just going to go kind of some purple and some orange. Maybe we'll see if there's anything else that I pulled will look interesting on here. How funny. Hey, you know, stuff happens and we go with it. Okay, so we have that fun little friend. I'm kind of digging this weird astronaut situation, but I don't know. She doesn't go. Did I have anything else purple-ish? No. I wonder what else will be interesting. Let's look at some other scrappy bits that I might have here that could be interesting. Let's pull from our scraps. Okay, so I don't have a lot of scraps, but I do have this kind of bin here of stuff. So I'm just getting some more purple cleaned up there before there's more of a problem. All right, so what do we have in here that could be interesting to use? These are like random tall bits of stuff and leftover like spines, sometimes little strips that I've stamped on. Okay, so we have a little pumpkin. I mean, it's not fall, but purple and orange and a little pumpkin, maybe. Or do we just kind of want to go interesting and eclectic? Here's like a fun scrap. Let's use that. And I'm trying to look for thinner stuff so I stop bulking out this the pages so much. But, you know, it's a challenge for me to do that all the time. I like chunky, thick, interesting stuff. So it always gets a little weird. I mean, it doesn't get weird. It just, it's how I roll. I don't know. Here's a strip of some book page on here. Let's just take some of this. Maybe we'll just kind of do some fun strips on here, seeing we have gone far away from what I had intended to do with this page. It is very far away from what I had originally intended, but that's fine. Here's another interesting thin piece. Oh, those are similar. What else do I have in here? Just using scraps. Oh, how about one of these that says magic? That's cool. Let's go with that. And I do have a cute little spider to do that. I have, oh, this little dots. What else? How about this little weird number sticker thing here? Peel that off. Also trying to wait for that to dry a little bit, so maybe we can get these adhered on. Some strips of canvas. That's too thick. All that's too thick. Okay, let's work with what we got here. Okay. This is cool. Maybe we'll use this. No, we won't use it. It's too thick, Nancy. Use some thin stuff. You need to use thin stuff. It's still very wet. Let's move you over here. Okay, let's just start creating some layers of something interesting here. And kind of just see what we see, do what we can do. I'm gonna orange this up just a little bit. It was a little on the pink side, so let's make it a little bit more orange. Move that. So we're just gonna get collagey with it, I guess. Was not my intended situation today, but here we are. And we made a fun background for another day. So there's that. Okay, I like that actually. That's nice. And then let's snip this here and here. I'm just gonna start kind of layering things and see where we go. It could be interesting. Could be fun. Just do it. Okay. And we have these little circles. It's a little bit thicker paper, so let's set that aside. We'll use it if we need to. I like that. I do like this kind of, that kind of a situation. Maybe we'll put that there, or part of it. on the edge, maybe like this. Let's do it like that. Okay. Oh, I was just gonna ink that first. Oh well, some glue on it. Maybe I can hold it. I'll just ink it once it's down. Ink it once it's down. I just don't want that white edge, I want an orange edge. And then I'm gonna try and make this like kind of flower-esque here. Something-ish, maybe? Kind of looks like lips or something. Maybe I'll split that apart a little. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it on the other side. Maybe I'll do it down here. Decisions, decisions. Ink it. So this is one of those times when you can see that sometimes the thing you intend to do is not what happens. So you just let your creativity rule and do something different and fun. And it is indeed what it is. Let's put the magic over on this side. I do like this, even though it was not the goal. I like how it looks. Okay, we're not going to use the pumpkins. What else do we need? We do need some kind of a little focal point or something. How about, are any of these friends looking like they want to join the party? I kind of like some of these stars. Let's grab a couple of these stars. Maybe three stars. Okay. I'm going to ink them all first and then find places for them to live. And then we'll look back at that other page. Yeah, in hindsight, way too much ink on there, but that's okay. Now we know. Now we know. Okay, so let's do a star here. And that's still pretty kind of wet in there, but that's all right. Hopefully this will all dry together and it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I don't know if we're going to use that little basket now, but we'll see. Let's put you here, another little star, and then let's put the other one. Oh, wrong side. Put the glue on the correct side of the paper. Let's put you up here. Okay, that's kind of cute though, just as is. Do we want to put the little basket of goodies in here? No, we don't. We don't want to put that in there. What else do we want to put in here? Anything else? Let's do, just for an interesting variation and texture, I like these kind of little holes in this. Let's do like this and this, like that, or up here. Oh, that right there. Yep. Yup. Let's do it. There. Do a little smaller. That one down there. And maybe one more. Let's do it like that. And then right up to the top. And then I think we're good to go. Okay, I like it. Okay, there. That's kind of fun. Very different from what I had intended for this. That is for certain. All right, let's get our little stamp on here. I did put the date. Today is the 1st of August. So I'm recording this a couple of days ahead of time because I'm going camping. And so I won't be here for a few days. So where can we put this fun friend? There, perfect. 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 I love it. Nice. Okay. Okay, let's check this. This is dry. Okay, well, we'll revisit this friend another day. Stick that in there for now yet. Okay, that soaked through quite a bit. How is this page looking? Okay, it definitely soaked in down here, but luckily we kind of had that purpley hint on there anyway, so it worked. It worked. All right, let me see if I'm in frame for you guys. There we go. Right there. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. But also, art with your heart. Have a great day. Bye.